Glamzilla has found herself in quite the makeup mess, and she's also made sure to drag a handful of other influencers along with her. I'm talking beauty influencers like Jeffree Star, James Charles, and Mikayla Nogueira. Now, we all know the mention of these names sparks a lot of controversy, but it seems Glamzilla just couldn't care less and ended up finding herself right in the middle of it all. If you've been living under a rock and missed all the drama, let me fill you in on the latest scoop. First things first, Glamzilla is no stranger to the influencer world. She's known for her product reviews, and because of that, she recently went viral for her review of the Laura Mercier foundation. After her review, beauty influencers rushed to try out the same product, hyping up her accounts. It seemed like a win for Glamzilla, right? Well, not quite. As more fans gave her their time, they started noticing some questionable things. First off, they realized that the foundation she reviewed was actually a year old. That means it had been on the market for quite some time, so many questioned if Glamzilla was really as shocked as she made it seem in her review. But it did not end at that. Fans started questioning if her review was sponsored. They noticed that she was often too complimentary of the products, leaving them wondering if she was just fishing for sponsorships. This revelation led the fans to dig up more that, and it turns out Glamzilla's reviews weren't always as genuine as they seemed. Many fans noticed a pattern of excessive praise, which raised even more doubts about her authenticity. To defend herself, Glamzilla made a video saying that the foundation she reviewed was not her favorite. She claimed that the Fenty Beauty foundation was her favorite. However, this also confused her fans further. If the Laura Mercier foundation was not her favorite, then why was she gushing about it in her review? Was she lying? This started a lot of drama, but the real controversy started when Glamzilla expressed her desire to try out makeup from beauty influencers like James Charles, Jeffree Star, and Nikki Tutorials. Now, you might think that discussing these influencers would be harmless, but oh no, it's far from it. Glamzilla found herself in hot water after expressing her curiosity about trying makeup from James Charles and Jeffree Star. Why is that such a big deal, you ask? Well, these influencers have been surrounded by controversy in recent times, with James Charles being accused of inappropriate behavior and Jeffree Star being accused of racism and bullying. Glamzilla's desire to try out makeup from these influencers did not sit well with many of her fans, so you can imagine the uproar this caused. Many who felt that she was supporting problematic individuals even threatened to unfollow her and boycott her content if she went ahead with her plan. Others were quick to threaten her with cancellation, and boy did they follow through. One fan shared, "I feel like she's rage baiting, asking if she should review the top 3 controversial influencers. This is exactly what I thought. Like, all 3 of them? We're not even going to sprinkle them in to make it look less obvious." She's so desperate for fame that she'll literally support incredibly dangerous people. It's disgusting. Can she go away just like they did? In an attempt to rectify the situation, Glamzilla replied to the comments in her video, but unfortunately, that did not do much to appease the angry fans, with one who claimed, "I'm glad I unfollowed a while ago. She's really changed for the worse, unfortunately." To make matters worse, another influential figure, Robert Welsh, chimed in and advised Glamzilla against reviewing products from James Charles and Jeffree Star. He argued that by doing so, she would only be putting money in their pockets, and who knows what they would use that money for. Naturally, Glamzilla felt the need to defend herself and released a video where she claimed her curiosity drove her to try these products, but it did not mean she associated herself with the controversial influencers. She indeed had a point, but problem is, she did not take accountability. Instead, she brought in a video that Robert did regarding his political opinions and saying that more proud of him. In other words, Glamzilla was saying that she's also allowed to have opinions about the makeup that James Charles and Jeffree Star put out, and she did not stop at that. In her follow-up video, she claimed that her following wanted that, and that her comment section lit up green, wanting her to do it. Meanwhile, her top comments were literally telling her not to do it. With how she seemed to stagger in her defense, Glamzilla only seemed to make matters worse, and this just made fans even more upset, especially with her mention that she's only a girl, so she shouldn't be cancelled. One fan clapped back, "The just a girl thing makes my teeth itch. Nah, love, you're a fully grown woman who does this for money. Peace off." Another fan sided with Robert, saying, "Thank God we've got people like Robert Welsh who are respected and will gain traction because of their own platform. She could learn a thing or two about professionalism and morals from him." Brian Jones, another influencer, also decided to join the discussion and suggested that Glamzilla should focus on elevating small brands instead of promoting these already well-known figures. After all, people are tired of hearing about the same old brands, right? Now, did Robert Welsh and Brian James have a point? Absolutely. But what about Glamzilla? Well, it seems like she missed the mark on this one. Glamzilla's video went viral, giving her a golden opportunity to make a positive impact. Yet, she did not even seize the chance to elevate small brands, and this led to a heated discussion on social media, with many people expressing their opinions on the matter. And this not only landed Glamzilla in hot water, but she managed to drag the rest of the beauty influencers down with her. And who was the first culprit? Mikayla Nogueira and her latest scandal. For those who aren't aware, Mikayla, a popular beauty influencer, was recently accused by a small brand owned by Matthew Stevens. Matthew claimed that Mikayla had promised to review his products but kept pushing back and forth, even going as far as lying about using and loving the product when she actually did not. Now that's not cool, Mikayla. Of course, she tried to defend herself, claiming that she's not responsible for Matthew's brand's success. She took accountability for not properly reviewing his products, but she made it clear that the decisions he made as a business owner were ultimately his own. Fair enough. But it still did not excuse her actions. And just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, Glamzilla just made it all even messier. Her recent controversy has only added fuel to the fire for Mikayla. It was more like a domino effect of drama in the beauty community. But it just wasn't Mikayla. Jeffree Star and James Charles have also been caught up in these discussions. James Charles has been accused of using his influence and power to prey on young boys, which is absolutely unacceptable. And Jeffree Star, well, he's been accused of racism, bullying, enabling the likes of James Charles. From the looks of it, Glamzilla's actions just caused more harm than good for the two, because a lot of fans have lashed out at them recalling their past actions. It's clear that Glamzilla did not think things through, and now she's facing the consequences along with the rest of the other influencers, because fans have been far from pleased. As one fan shared, disappointed but not surprised. It's the influencer effect. As you get higher in the influencer ladder, they are more likely to excuse shit. Like Drama Gordon and how many people supported JC and JS. I'm really disappointed in these big gurus because they have a massive platform that can change a business life, and she just basically gave free ads to Jem's brand. Now it's not hard to see where fans are coming from. Glamzilla had a golden opportunity handed over to her on a silver platter, one that could have potentially catapulted her career to new heights, but just mishandled it like that. You see, Glamzilla had garnered quite the viewership from her viral video. People were hooked, captivated by her charm and charisma, and with such a dedicated fan base, it seemed like the perfect opportunity for her to branch out and explore new avenues. Not to mention, instead of craving to review controversial influencers like James Charles, she should have considered Matthew Stevens' Illusion Bronze Band. He too has a significant following at the moment thanks to his latest drama with Mikayla, and together they could have created something that would have been a win-win situation for both parties involved. I mean, imagine the magic they could have conjured up together. But instead of seizing this golden opportunity, she decided to veer off course and discuss something entirely controversial. And considering the potential impact this collaboration could have had on her career, it's hard not to feel a tinge of disappointment. I just can't help but wonder what could have been. The reviews of Matthew Stevens' Illusion Bronze Bird, combined with Glamzilla's influential viewership, could have been a match made in beauty heaven. But whatever the case may be, it's clear that her decision to self-sabotage was, well, not the wisest move. But what do you think? What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Do you agree with the backlash Glamzilla received for reviewing products from controversial influencers James Charles and Jeffree Star? Do you think Glamzilla should have stayed away from thinking about reviewing products from these influencers? Or do you believe she has the right to explore and see if their products were worth it, like she said? And what about the suggestion to support small brands instead? Is that a valid point? Share your opinions in the comments below, because let's face it, this drama is just too juicy to ignore. Until next time, keep it here.